What he gave to beings was not merely food or wealth. What truly descended was the power that leads to liberation. At that time, Sudhana attained the liberating light of the treasury of inexhaustible adornment with blessings and virtue. He contemplated that ocean of merit and observed that vast sky of merit. Step by step, he journeyed onward until he reached the great city, where he searched everywhere for the wise layman. At that moment, Sudhana saw the layman within the city, seated upon a seven-jeweled platform at the crossroads of the marketplace. The seat upon which he rested was wondrous and sublime, its body formed of pure Mani jewel, its legs of adamantine deep blue gem. Jeweled cords interlaced its structure, adorned with 500 kinds of exquisite treasures. Heavenly jeweled garments were spread upon it, celestial banners were raised, vast jeweled nets and canopies were extended above. An umbrella of gem-unita gold, with a shaft of viduria crystal, was held aloft over him. Fans fashioned from the pure feathers of the king of geese served to honor and attend him. On both sides, 500 kinds of musical sounds were continually performed. Their tones were exquisite beyond even the music of the heavens. All beings who heard them were filled with joy and delight. 10,000 attendants surrounded him on all sides, dignified in form and appearance, pleasing to behold, all having already fulfilled the aspirations of bodhisattvas. All shared the same virtuous roots with the layman from past lives, standing in attendance, gazing upon him, and carrying out his teachings. At that time, Sudhana gave rise to deep longing toward the spiritual teacher. His mind was perfumed by the presence of the spiritual teacher, and his resolve toward the spiritual teacher became firm and unshakable. Then Sudhana bowed his head to the layman's feet, circumambulated him countless times, and stood with palms joined in reverence.
Holy One, for the sake of benefiting all beings, for enabling all beings to depart from every suffering, and up to enabling all beings to enter the city of omniscience, I have generated the mind of unsurpassed, complete enlightenment. Yet I do not know how bodhisattvas should learn the bodhisattva practices, how they should cultivate the bodhisattva path, and how they may become a refuge for all beings.
Excellent, excellent, good youth. You are indeed able to generate the mind of unsurpassed, complete enlightenment. Good youth, do you see this great assembly of people before me?
Yes, I have indeed seen them.
I have caused them to arouse the mind of Anattara Samyaksal body, to be born into the family of the thus come one, to increase the pure and wholesome qualities, and to abide in the various paramitas. I have attained the liberation door of the treasury of producing blessings, and virtue according to one's intent, by which all needs are fulfilled as wished. Clothing, food and drink, vehicles, flowers and incense, dwellings, medicines, and ultimately, the proclamation of the true and wondrous Dharma.
When these words were spoken, immeasurable beings came together. From various directions, from various worlds, lands, and cities. Diverse in form and appearance, different in desires and inclinations, each approaching according to their own needs and making their requests. At that time, the layman, knowing that the assembly had fully gathered, held his mind in single-pointed attention for a brief moment and gazed upward toward the sky. According to what each required, all that was needed descended from the sky. Every assembly, without exception, was fully satisfied. To those who sought food and drink, he taught the practices of accumulating merit. To those who sought vehicles, he enabled them to ride the great vehicle. To those who sought clothing and were thus satisfied, he taught them the Dharma, enabling them to obtain the pure garment of conscience and moral shame, and even the pure and wondrous form of the thus come one. Having heard the Dharma, they then returned to their original abodes.
Good youth, this alone I know, the liberation gate of the treasury of merit, that arises according to intention. As for the great bodhisattvas, who have perfected jeweled hands, who with sovereign power rain down all necessities throughout the 10 directions, how could I possibly know, or expound upon such virtues and such freely exercise spiritual powers? Good youth, to the south of here there is a great city called Lion Palace. There dwells an elder named Crest Jewel of Dharma. Go and ask him how bodhisattvas learn the bodhisattva practices, and cultivate the bodhisattva path.
At that time, Sudhana rejoiced greatly, thinking, through the compassionate care of this layman, I have been enabled to behold the path to omniscience. He bowed to the layman's feet, circumambulated him countless times, gazed upon him with deep reverence, and then respectfully took his leave. The attainment of the wise layman exemplifies the immense function of merit. Through realizing the liberation door of the treasury of producing blessings and virtue according to one's intent, he is able to freely manifest all forms of material necessities required by sentient beings, such as clothing, food, and dwellings, and, after satisfying their material needs, expound to them the true and subtle Dharma of the Buddha. This demonstrates that merit is an indispensable skillful means by which bodhisattvas gather, guide, and lead sentient beings into the Dharma. If you're seeking light, remember, it's never far away. It has always been within your heart. In the next chapter, we'll follow Sudhana to meet his next wise teacher.